Professor Dr. Devendra Singh Pratap Singh, who has provided this great opportunity to each one of us in the country. With due respect to our president of the session, Professor Prahlad Rai Vyas, and with his permission, can we start with the session service? Thank you, sir. I now invite Professor Dr. Zarekar sir, Associate Professor, Jain College, Rajgir, Mumbai, to welcome address, to propose welcome address. Dr. Zarekar sir, please.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Uh, Myself, Dr. Uddhav Zarekar, I am taking this opportunity to welcome you all dignitaries on the 44th episode of Foundations and Makers of Modern Geography. At the outset, I would like to first welcome my honorable teacher, Professor KVS Rao, sir. With that, I also welcome today's President, sir, Professor Prahlad Vyas, sir, convener of this event, Professor Savismita Chauhan, madam. I'm grateful to her. She has given me the opportunity. You know, this is really a very interesting part of students' life where you get an opportunity to speak about your teachers, which has shaped life like nothing. So I welcome you, ma'am. I also welcome our chief guest of the today's session, Professor M.S. Gill, sir, speaker of the session, my senior colleague and friend, Dr. Charlotte Braganza, madam. With this, I also would like to welcome our three distinguished guests for the session, Professor Venkatesan Suresh, sir, Professor Madhushri Das, madam, Professor Y.V. Krishna, sir. Then today's guest of honors are there, Shri Prakash Shinde, sir, who's my senior teacher. That way we have interacted. He was teaching in a different college. I was a student. But whenever they used to come to the university, we always used to interact. And any kind of help which they were ready to render as a student. And after I become a lecturer also, they were there with me. So very nice to see you, sir, after a long time. I also welcome Shri E.P. Patil, sir. Then like to take the opportunity to welcome the organizing secretaries of this event, Dr. Amit Kumar, sir, Dr. Amrish Kumar Rai, sir. Then I also welcome intercessor, intercessor of the session, Professor Devendra Singh, sir. Last but not the least, my friend Dr. Ravindra Gowde, who will be concluding the session at the end. With this, let me take one more opportunity to speak few words or few sentences for my honorable sir, Professor Rao, sir. What I believe and think that teacher never retires. Rather, till the end of his life, he always take an opportunity to shape not only the life character of the student and the student generations, whenever and whatever time they render as a service, it is service to the nation, which I still believe that service to the nation is service to the God. And people which have taught us in the Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, they were one way or the other way. They were shaping our life every day, not only as a student, but even after the when we become the teachers, they are still shaping our life. So today's opportunity given by Chavan Madam is the one of the opportunity where I am interacting all of you. Professor Rao, sir, if you look at my student's point of view, that he was really a hardcore cartographer. He was so meticulous in his job that he never allowed any student that whatever the way cartography has to be shaped, he has taught us in that fashion. And till we are not learning, whoever is the lowest understanding person, he has repeated as per the requirements. So he was very hardcore cartographer. In a geographical point of view, if we have to say, cartography and Rao sir, we had the perfect positive correlation in the Department of Geography. I mean, the cartography in the Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, and Rao sir is a what we can say is a equation which cannot be erased out for coming centuries. He was a great human being. He's a well-wisher. He's a caretaker beyond the teaching life. I would like to quote the incidents where, when I was a student between 96 and 1998, Professor Fadke was the head that time, and Professor Rao sir always used to assist Professor Fadke sir and the students who was doing the dissertation. I was doing the dissertation under Fadke sir, and he assigned me to go and sit with the Rao sir to make some symbols, and with symbols has to be attached with the maps. Professor Rao sir used to come down to my level to teach me how symbolization should be there, in what way you can use the colors, shades, maps, and absolutely for shaping my dissertation, equal amount of time he has rendered for me. We used to stay in the hostel, and they also used to take care of our days. Just to understand what kind of food we are getting in the hostel. One fine day, both the teachers have entered in the canteen, they ate the food, and after 2 3 days, I mean, they give us the feedback that you are really managing well. Your food is somehow, it is not up to the mark, but still you guys are managing. That is hats off to you. I mean, these kind of teachers we have got in our life where they were not only concerned with our studies, but they were concerned about our health also. After sitting with him for some time, the time gets over. He used to take us his home. Very nice family atmosphere. Professor Rao used to live in the campus itself. When their family members sometimes may remain occupied, so he used to prepare the tea or coffee for us, and he used to offer that tea and coffee because he was aware after 5 or 6 o'clock, if we reach to the hostel canteen, then tea will not be available for us. So this kind of generosity as a human being, I mean, really salute to this person, Professor Rao sir. So on that ground, on that note, I would really feel proud that today I got an opportunity to speak few words for him. I will not take much more time because our speaker is also there. And with these few words, Rao sir, I wish you a very happy, healthy life, and please keep in touch with the students like us. We are a very small entity in front of all the geographical tycoons sitting over here, but your guidance, your mentoring has given us a very big height in our life. With these words, thank you very much and welcome you all once again. Over to you, Samismita madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Uddhav sir. With permission from our president, Dr. Vyas sir, I would like to introduce all the dignitaries on this platform. May I, sir, please? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Today, we are really happy and also blessed to have most dynamic geographer and very kind and supportive because I was closely associated on many counts with our president of the session, Professor Prahlad Rai Vyas sir. So thank you so much firstly for accepting our request to chair this session. Thank
So
you.
nice, so nice of you. Really wonderful to interact with all. It's a very great opportunity. Yes.
Professor Prahlad Rai sir, born on 9th October 1985, has been former head and professor, Department of Geography, Faculty of Earth Sciences, Mohanlal Sukhadiya University, Udaipur. His educational career has flourished from Rajasthan University, Jaipur, in geography at BA Honours, MA and PhD, MPhil from JNU, New Delhi, and PRS certificate course from IIRS ISRO, Dehradun. Such teaching services span over 34 years, from 1985 to 2018. With 11 years as a professor in the university system and one semester experience as a visiting professor at Slippery Rock University, Pennsylvania, USA. Presently, Vyasar is syndicate member as a state government nominee in syndicate of JNBU Jodhpur, member of selection committee in JNBU Jodhpur as a state government nominee. Sir has participated in two IGU conferences at Seoul and Beijing. Sir has given his expertise in various capacities in MLSU Jaipur and JRNRU Udaipur universities and to governments such as former project director and principal investigator, RUSA, Higher Education Government of Rajasthan, former director of College Development Council, nodal officer as per the direction of Raj Bhavan for the adopted smart village by the university, Raghunathpura and Dhar, former dean of Faculty of Social Sciences, former chairman of Faculty of Education, former chairman University Industry Interface Program, director of International Exchange Program, member Board of Management, Kota, as a government nominee. Professor Vyas's research excellence under his supervision is seen through 28 PhD awardees and 28 MPhil dissertations and 55 research projects in collaborations with various institutions for PG diploma in GIS and remote sensing. And 5 candidates are still pursuing their PhD and one postdoctoral fellow of ICSS. Such publications are in the form of 13 books and 33 research papers in renowned journals. Sir has greatly contributed to the academia by organizing and getting associated with more than 55 international, national, state level conferences, UGC-sponsored refresher courses, and workshops. Professor Vyas's academic assignments is at par excellence in the capacity as member of UM in RTU Kota. Subject experts in more than 15 universities across India, members of editorial board on Annals RG, Bhugol Patriya PhD, Indian Journal of Special Sciences, with Chief Managing Editor Ashish Sarkar, retired professor from Presidential University, Kolkata. Journal of Global Resources, Object PR MLSU, Journal of Social Science, etc., as well as reviewer of Journal of Global Resources. Sir has delivered invited talks at SHREE USA, Jammu University during Nagi Congress, Universities of Mizoram, University of Mumbai, Allahabad University, University of Pune, Ujjain, Srinagar, Beats Pilani, and Neo Shillong, Chaudhary Bansilal Bhiwani Haryana, HCM Bhutan, OTC Udaipur, SIRT, and more than 125 talks delivered in various institutions and on the platform of NGO. Professor Vyasar is also associated with academic institutions, associations, and NGO. Professor Vyasar is nominated as a subject expert in UPSC, IPSC, MPPSC, SIRT, NCRT, IGNU, RRSSC, SSC, ISRO, RJ, NAGI, DJSI, RGSC, as alumni of JNU and SRE, PA, USA, etc. Sir,
Very long. I wanted to say,
though we
you
are
speak
running
only
to,
one or two line and you have just stopped all this background of
no, I have still
mine.
requested.
I
I have
requested
requested
you to just say
as
only professor in geography. That's all.
I know you have still not given much, but
Because we
as
have
I
to
said,
talk about Dr. Rao today. His
yes, this
contribution
is
alone.
beyond our
Yeah.
thinking also, the contribution we have
Okay.
to this.
Thank you so nice, Sopu. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much, sir. Thank you so much. We are also blessed to have very senior news geographer as chief guest on this platform, Professor M.S. Gill. Professor M.S. Gill is so humble and kind. that he rarely shares his contribution on any platform. And therefore, I have tried to get hold of some of the contributions from different sources. Mainly, Professor Smita Bhuttani Madam has helped me to get some information to share with you. Professor M.S. Gill, Department of Punjabi University, Patiala, and University of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur. His teaching and research expertise is highly specialized in population and social geography, emphasizing on various dynamics of demography of states in India, its limitations, weaknesses, and strengths, besides providing suitable remedial measures to overcome them. The areas that are largely researched upon by Professor M.S. Gill are patterns of migration in an underdeveloped tract of Hisar district in Haryana, female feticide in India, looking beyond son preference and dowry, the religious composition of India's population, geographic research in Indian territory, strengths and weaknesses, demographic dynamism of Punjab, sex issue differentials in Northwest Indian territory, literacy in Punjab, distribution of Muslim population in rural Punjab, situation of tribal population in India, population and environment in Leh district Ladakh, religious composition of Punjab urban population, urbanization of scheduled caste population in Punjab, migration to Indian settlers, politics of population census data in India. And all these papers are being published in renowned journals and published in Economic and Political Weekly, Geographical Review of India, Mankind Quarterly, Population Geography, Geographer, the Indian Geographical Journal, Demographia, Association of Population Geographers, Arab World Geographers, etc. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Need your blessings throughout. We are also happy to have another most dynamic geographer with us as distinguished guest, Professor Venkateshan Suresh. His higher educational career spans with degrees in MSc, MPhil, MEd, MBA, PhD, and postdoctoral fellowship. Sir's postdoctorate is from International Ocean Institute, Dalhousie University, Canada. His academic and administrative professional profile has been very dynamic, with various positions at University of Madras, Chennai, such as ICSSR Senior Fellow, Center for Environmental Sciences, Director for Gill Research Institute, Professor and Head, former Department of Geography, Professor and Head, former Center for Natural Hazards and Disaster Studies, Professor and Head, Department of Education, Institute of Distance Education, Member of Senate, Member of Academic Council, Director for Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Member of IPSC, Member of US Abroad at Northampton University, UK, Staffordshire University, UK, Salzburg University, Austria, Southeastern University, Sri Lanka, and as well as in India at Pondicherry, Madras, Mysore, Karnataka, Bangalore universities, and US of QMC Chennai. His visit as external examiner in the Board of Examiners is also commendable at Madras, Mysore, Bangalore, Karnataka, Hyderabad, JNU, JMI, Bharatidasan universities. Sir has been a visiting professor at School of Planning and Architecture, VIJAY. Sir had also given his expertise for NAC as peer team member to University of Mumbai, where I was one of the staff present therein. So I was very happy to have him here again.
Very kind of you, ma'am.
Chairman to visit Higher Education Institute at Nashik, member coordinator HI Hubli, as resource person for Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Reviewer for Springer Journals, reviewer of scientific article of NSR publications. As Assistant Director for 5 years with Inland Waterways Authority of India, Ministry of Surface Transport, Government of India, New Delhi. As Assistant Professor in Geography Department, National Council of Education Research and Training, Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, New Delhi. Sir has attended various training programs and workshops abroad, such as International Ocean Institute, Dalhousie, University, Canada, on United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea, UNEP at Tokyo in Japan, on water quality analysis of lakes, Northampton, and Staffordshire Universities, UK. Staff Development Workshop, Bonn University, Germany, workshop on water crisis, etc. As research assistant at University of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and Canadian International Development Agency. Sir has been awarded with Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Senior Research Fellowship, and Commonwealth Fellowship to visit Staffordshire University. Professor Suresh Sir is a member of various academic associations such as International Ocean Institute Canada, National Association of Indian Geographers New Delhi, Indian Geographical Society Chennai, Landscape Ecology and Acoustics Kolkata, Indian Society of Ecology Chennai, Association of Punjab Geographer Haryana, and Indian Society of Geoinformatics, ISRO, Bangalore. Sir has given his best as member of selection committee at York University, Canada, Pondicherry University, Karnataka University, and Universities of Kannur, Madras, Bhartiya, and Pachiyappa Trust Chennai, and 25 colleges. Publications to his credit are in the form of six individual international books with ISBN number and 49 paper in reputed journals. His research projects are three at international level and four national level completed are from Simon Fraser University, Canada on medical tourism, York University, Canada on human health and environment, Bonn University, Germany on water and climate change. National level projects sponsored by UGC are major research project on environmental impact assessment of Kallikarami ecosystem, postdoctoral research project on environmental impact assessment of Nile River, and started grant for school mapping and for Center for Excellence Climate Change Impact on Mangroves. Professor Suresh has been abroad to various countries for academic pursuits such as USA, Canada, Germany, Sweden, France, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Czech, Slovakia, Netherlands, Sri Lanka, and Bhutan. Sir, we are really very much overwhelmed by your great contribution to this society and nation in our subject. Thank you so much for being with us. Please bless us. Another great geographer as distinguished guest we have today, Dr. V.Y.A. Krishnaya sir, is currently working as a professor in the Department of Geography and Disaster Management at Tripura Central University, Agartala. Sir's educational achievements is his MSc and PhD in Geography from Sri Krishnadevaraya University, Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. MA from Regional Institute of Education, Mysore, and MPhil in Education from Madurai Kamaraj University. Dr. Krishnaya sir has represented Tripura University and provided his expertise in various capacities, such as member of the State Level Expert Appraisal Committee constituted by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, with the consultation of Government of Tripura, as nodal officer to Indian universities and institutions network for disaster risk reduction National Institute of Disaster Management, New Delhi. Member of Academic Council, former head of the Department of Geography and of Disaster Management. Member of Integrated BA, BSc, BA. Member of BFS, BPGS in Geography and Disaster Management. Former member of School Board and BPGS in Geography and economics for the Nagaland University, etc. Such teaching and research experience span over 22 years, with 4 years at undergraduate and 18 years in PG classes. His teaching career started as lecturer at Osmania Graduates Association and Exhibition Society College of Education, Pargu, near Hyderabad. Then got selected in direct recruitment as assistant professor Lumami, and thereafter in direct recruitment selected as associate professor in the Department of Geography and Disaster Management, Tripura Central University, Agartala, and through caste elevated to the post of professor. Sir has successfully guided 7 candidates for PhD and 5 are pursuing under his supervision. Besides, 47 postgraduate dissertations are successfully guided by him. Sir has completed a research project sponsored by UGC SHREE assigned by Niti Aayog. Publications to his credit are in the form of 2 reference books by international publishers, 20 research papers published in different national and international journals, 6 books, chapters published and present degree, nearly 48 research papers, including deliberation of invited talks. Acted as chairman of many technical sections in national and international seminars, conferences within India, and shouldered various nominations for 6th National Conference. Sir has participated in more than 30 workshop conferences, training programs, webinars, etc., online and offline, and organized field visits for geography students. He is a life member of 20 Earth Science related esteemed societies and a paper reviewer of Springer, Elsevier, and a few Indian journals. He has evaluated more than 20 PhD theses as educator for different universities. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being there with us on this platform. We are also pleased to have another distinguished guest, Dr. Madhushri Das Madam, Professor and former head Department of Geography and former Dean Faculty of Science, Guwahati University, holding a master's degree specialization in social geography, MPhil in geography, and PhD on the study of education, occupation, and social change towards social geography of tribal women in Assam from Guwahati University. Her teaching career started as assistant professor at Cotton College for more than 11 years and then through selection joined Guwahati University in 2010. It is our pride that Madhushri Madam was among the 2 selected from India to participate in Commonwealth Geographical Bureau workshop on human consequences on climate change in University of Colombo in 2005. She is a recipient of International Geographical Travel Grant Award thrice to present her research in Durban, South Africa, Cologne in Germany, Seoul in Hungary, and Kotu in Japan. She has presented her research in Boston, USA. She has also initiated academic collaboration with Royal Geographical Society London, visited University of Sydney, New South Wales, and Canberra in Australia as part of Guwahati University team for academic linkages and opening of Guwahati University alumni chapter in Australia. She has been actively involved as ex-General Secretary of Northeast India Geographical Society, as Joint Secretary of PATHS, Society for Pathways to Sustainability, with its headquarters in Haryana. Besides various academic bodies of the country, she is a board member of Guwahati University and Cotton University. Madam Madhushri has to her credit awards and honors for standing first class first in MA Geography at Guwahati University with Academic Gold Medal Award, Bhuvaneshwari Memorial Gold Medal Award, Dipali Thakur Memorial Award from Northeast India Geographical Society, National Talent Search Examination Government of Assam, and Commonwealth Award. Her teaching and research experience to PG students for last 23 years, and her research is in the field of gender and tribal geography. She has authored 3 books and published more than 50 research papers in national and international journals. She has successfully guided 9 PhD and 8 MPhil research scholars, and 8 PhD candidates are pursuing their research under her guidance. She has authored 3 books and edited 3 books from Springer, Routledge, Taylor and Francis, group, among others. Madam, thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure and honor, and I'm blessed to have our Professor Prakash Shinde sir as distinguished guest from Mumbai region. Professor Prakash Shinde sir is ex-head of the Department of Geography and former vice principal of KG Joshi Bedekar College of Arts, Commerce and Science in Thane. He did his graduation from ST College Pune and post-graduation from Pune University Department of Geography and retired from the same college in 2005. During his 35 years of service, he wrote a number of books in the subject of geography and environmental studies and foundation course, and two textbooks in physical geography for FYB for Yashwantrao Chavan Open University, Nashik. He has also written textbook for CBSE standard 9th and 12th for Goa board. He has also published map book of Mumbai and Konkan and School Atlas of Goa and General School Atlas of India with special reference to Maharashtra. Apart from routine teaching work in college, he was faculty member of State Institute for Administrative Career Mumbai, Dadasaheb Gaikwad IS Training Center Andheri and Yashada Pune and director of IS Center SG Barve, Dombivli. Sir has also worked on various university bodies of Mumbai University, such as member of US in Geography and then chairman of US in Geography, Academic Council, Research and Recognition Committee before his retirement. And I would like to put on this platform whatever growth has taken place with me in academic fronts. Professor Shinde sir also has great blessings for me for associating me on various platforms of seminars, conferences, as well as for inviting me to be one of the author for environmental studies book as well as geography books with said publishers. Thank you so much, sir, for mentoring us in our career. Thank you so much. Another great personality we have as distinguished guest is our Professor B.D. Patil sir, with a long teaching service of 30 years from 81 to 96. First in Bharat College of Commerce, Girgaon, Mumbai, and later from 96 to 2011 for next 15 years in Department of Geography at renowned Sati College, Vile Parle, Mumbai. Patil sir is also known as a catalyst for change for bringing revolutionary contributions in the field of education. In the realm of education, there are individuals whose unwavering commitment and visionary leadership bring about transformative changes that shape the lives of countless students. One such luminary is Professor B.D. Patil. Born on April 1st, 1951 in Sangli district, has emerged as a founder of educational institutions from his humble beginnings. Raised in a financially challenged family, his determination and passion for education led to the establishment of educational institutions for the welfare of the society. Through unwavering dedication, he transformed his own struggles into vision for empowering future generations. Today, his legacy continues to inspire students and educators alike. Professor B.K. Patil, distinguished scholar with a master's degree in economics and geography and MPhil, stands as a beacon of educational excellence. In 1989, the transformative journey of Patil sir as founder commenced with the establishment of the Education Trust, Jnana Ganga. His visionary efforts took root with a government-aided Marathi school in Kandivali, Mumbai, providing education to slum dwellers. This initiative made him realize a critical gap of lack of education among girls in the slum communities. His vision therefore expanded to address this issue and the need for its change. Sir therefore embarked on a mission to empower girl child through education. With unwavering determination, he aimed to provide those young minds with the gift of knowledge, enabling them to spread their wings and soar to new heights. The, um, the compassionate commitment to gender equality and education underscores the profound impact on transforming lives and shaping a brighter future for the girl child. Over the period of 15 years, his dedicated commitment to academic excellence flourished in this Kandili educational institution that inspired him to extend his service to outer periphery of growing city of Thane, popularly known as Thane Ghodbunder Road, where in 2004 he laid foundation of ICSE Board International School to establish a holistic learning environment and that transcended borders and embraced global perspectives. In 2006, his educational odyssey continued with the inception of a junior college affiliated to Maharashtra State Board. This pivotal step demonstrated his commitment to providing quality higher education within the state's framework. And in the subsequent year, he established a degree college affiliated to prestigious University of Mumbai, a testament to his aspiration to provide comprehensive academic opportunities. He did not stop here. He established B.Ed College affiliated to University of Mumbai in 2008. Thus, by delving into the realm of teacher education, he demonstrated judicious understanding of the importance of cultivating skilled educators who would shape the future generations. Thank you so much, sir, for contributing such greatly to the common people of this area by forming various educational institutions from KG to PG and research. We have very young geographer as a speaker of the day today, Dr. Charlotte Ravindra Madam, presently Vice Principal at prestigious educational institution of S.K. Somaya College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mumbai. Her doctoral degree from University of Mumbai is on very interesting study titled Churches in the Urban Landscapes, a case study of Greater Mumbai that also exhibits colonial history of Mumbai. Presently, she is teaching UG students in environmental studies and PG students in social and cultural geography. Her area of research interests are sustaining landscapes and heritage geography. Madam Teganza believes in establishing the significance of co-curricular activities for student community. She is instrumental in organizing exhibitions for the past 8 years at her institute, where almost 700 students actively participate. Presently, in collaboration with an NGO, along with a student, she is helping in the upliftment of artisans all over India. Thank you so much, madam, for accepting our request as a speaker. Thank you so much. Another young geographer who gave welcome address is Dr. Uddhav Zadekar, Associate Professor at Jain College, Churchgate, Mumbai. Did his MA and PhD Geography from Mumbai University and also has bachelor's degree in education and diploma in yogic education. He is also SET qualified with teaching experience of more than 20 years of UG classes and 8 years for PG classes. Dr. Zarekar's research interest is in the areas of tribal and environmental geography. He has completed 3 minor research projects funded by University of Mumbai and 1 major research project funded by UGC. He has illustrated 12 research papers published in national and international journals and authored textbook on environmental studies for FRBCom. He is also a research person at various colleges affiliated to Mumbai University and presented a number of papers in various conferences across India. He is actively associated with various member programs as NSS program officer for 8 years, as member of Gymkhana, Internal Grievance Committee, Admission Committee, Marathi Vangai Mandal, and chairperson of Caste Committee of his college. And the last introduction I would like to give is of our another young speaker that is will be proposing vote of thanks is our Dr. Ravindra Gowde. Ravindra Gowde also has a very uh, dynamic position, he has helped countless number of research scholars, students in preparing their cartographic maps. He was also NSL program officer in the colleges and has provided his great services to the student community. Thank you so much, Ravindra sir, for joining us here on this platform. Um, with your permission from the chairperson, Dr. Vyas sir, may I invite Charlotte Madam to please speak on today's episode of Professor Rao sir, Vijay Rao sir.
Thank you, madam. I would like to thank Savismita, madam. It's indeed an honor for me. It's a great opportunity given to me. And are you able to hear me? Am I audible? Yes. Thank you, ma'am. And even a greater opportunity. And even a greater opportunity to speak about my teacher, Professor Rao sir. So I wish to, can you join me on embarking this wonderful journey on the life and times of Rao sir. I would love to present, I have a PPT, so I'll just present.
Please go to home.
Yes, yes. Are you able to?
Slideshow.
Yeah. Are you able to see?
Yes,
Yes,
but
yes.
kindly use that option slideshow.
Yeah. Is this fine?
It is fine, but it is in edited mode. Just to press what is called slideshow so that you can have a full view.
It's on the full view, sir.
Uh, okay, ma'am.
No, no.
Okay, then it's
Okay.
not a full view.
Okay, it's okay. You
One
can
minute.
start.
I'll just try again.
I think, yeah.
1 minute.
The top border.
Yeah, corner, na, sir?
No. The top border. There is a slideshow
एक minute.
button. Just to press on the slideshow button so that they have a broad view. No. On the top.
This one?
No. Top.
Yes, sir. This one.
Below red line. No. It's still
Start slideshow, sir.
no, madam. See, you can read slideshow. The first row, yes.
Yeah.
First or second row, yes. Come right hand side. Right hand side.
Right hand side. Okay.
Go to little top. Yeah, top. That one.
Yes.
Please.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. So it's clear now?
Yes, clear. It's okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So let's start with Sir's early childhood and family history. Sir was born on 1st February 1945 in Gadag town of former Mysore state near Dharwad and Hubli cities. As a third sibling in the family, is healthy and very active at the age of 78. Though his secondary education was in his mother tongue Marathi, he also acquired fluency in Kannada language from local social interactions in his childhood. After securing the government job by his father, Sir's family had to shift and settle in Bijapur. Sir had his primary and secondary education up to the 8th standard in Bijapur, now Vijayapur, in Marathi Vidyalaya. Later, in 1958, the family migrated to Bombay city. Sir completed his matriculation in 1961 from GEIS High School, Kurla, Bombay. After a year in pre-degree science at Somaya College, Vidya Bihar, Rao Sir's family had to shift their residence once again to Pune in 1962, which caused a a long interruption in his higher education due to some unsurmountable domestic difficulties. Sir resumed his studies in 1968 and secured a BA degree from the University of Pune in 1971. Sri Shankar Raghunath Rao, father of Sir, was a graduate in arts and worked in the Department of Agriculture in the government of Bombay state. In the post independence period, he resigned from the government job and established a printing press named Lipi Vikas in Bijapur city and achieved excellence in the technology of printing at district and state levels over a period of 10 years. Later, he started his independent venture of preparing educational three-dimensional scale models based on contour maps. He developed a unique technique of constructing scale models of terrain through research and hard work. These scientifically built models were prepared for agricultural colleges, universities, state and central government departments, and the Terrain Evaluation Cell of the Ministry of Defense, Government of India. While assisting his father, Sir acquired the skills and expertise in the art and technology of relief model making as an educational visual aid and also learned other allied trades of carpentry, drawing, and painting. The technical aptitude inherited from his father benefited Sir later in his academic career immensely. His first acquaintance with the Survey of India large scale topographical maps and aerial photography was during working with his father. A small introduction to his personality. Sir's first job with the mapping assignment started at the Department of Geography, University of Pune in 1965, which helped him to imbibe the basics of cartographic skills under the able guidance of the Honorable Professor V.S. Gananathan and Professor K.R. Dixit. However, as this post was of an artist photographer, Sir, after his graduation, decided to join the Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, as a cartographer on 5th June 1971, well known as a topo engineer in the field of model making. While working as a cartographer in the Department of Geography, Bombay University, he was fortunate to complete his postgraduate studies in geography in 1973. He could further refine his manual cartographic skills there under the guidance of Honorable Professor C.D. Deshpande and Professor B. Arunachalam while executing cartographic assignments for the Marathi Vishwakosh Volume 1 and Textbook Bureau projects, along with departmental work. With the special permission of the HOD, he was able to enroll for postgraduate studies after duty hours as the classes were conducted in the evening. Thus, while pursuing Earn While Learn program for minimizing his dependence on parents, he secured an MA degree in geography from the Bombay University in 1973. The 10-year span from 5/6/1971 to 23/9/1980 was extremely enriching for him. The postgraduate studies in geography, combined with rich professional experience in the cartographic work, opened up an opportunity for him in 1980 when new teaching posts were created in the department. With the earnest encouragement of Professor K. Sita, he applied for the post of a lecturer in thematic cartography and succeeded brilliantly in the interview. He was appointed as lecturer on 24/9/1980 in the Department of Geography, University of Mumbai. As an academician and a dedicated teacher, Sir started his teaching career with a special paper on thematic cartography, which has an applied component of preparing a set of 5 thematic maps by each student. Later, as the computer era and satellite remote sensing started in India, the Department of Geography tried to implement additional subjects of remote sensing, geographical information systems, aerial photo interpretation, and computer assisted cartography in the postgraduate syllabus. Sir accepted to teach these new subjects under the guidance of Professor B. Arunachalam. The technical aptitude inherited from his father helped Sir immensely to cope up with the highly technical nature of the new subjects. With the valuable help and encouragement of HOD, Professor Arunachalam and Professor V.S. Patke, he was able to plan and establish 3 computer laboratories in the department and maintain them almost for 12 years up to his retirement. All his colleagues in the department also cooperated and helped him in carrying out this task. Though he did not have the benefit of undergoing a formal training in these subjects, he was able to do justice to the teaching of these subjects by self-study and hard work. Later, he joined the evening course of Diploma in Software Techniques of University of Mumbai in 1993 and secured a first class, which helped him in efficiently managing the computer labs and their application in PG studies and research, as well as in administrative work of the department. Inheriting the traits of discipline, hard work, and devotion to duties from his parents and gurus, he also helped in administrative work of the department to a greater extent apart from the teaching schedule, as well as participation in the research programs of the department. The accommodation provided in the staff quarters on the campus by the authorities later helped him to spend more time in the department, many times for 12 hours from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., attending to the regular arrangements, preparation, maintenance, library work, lectures and practical sessions, seminars, conferences, orientation and refresher courses, etc. In spite of deep interest in the work of technical nature, he loved teaching, which became a passion later on. His teaching method consisted of invariably including various visual aids in teaching and practical work, as much as possible, in order to make his graphic subject more interesting and understandable to the students. The facilities in the department, namely slide projector, overhead projector, LCD projector, Xerox machine, various wall maps, globes, computers, inkjet printers, excellent collection of Survey of India topographical maps on various scales, thematic maps and atlases, aerial photographs, and stereo pairs, satellite imageries, GIS software provided excellent opportunities to harness them advantageously in teaching and research. He loved to meet the students outside the class hours to listen to their problems related to studies, such as difficulties faced by Marathi medium students, to discuss and to provide them with tangible solutions before they lost interest. He, along with his colleagues, had conducted an English speaking class for many batches of students, and they really did well later with their own efforts and diligence. Sir believed that apart from attending the formal teaching learning process, the students also seek guidance, help, and assistance in their various personal difficulties from their teachers. An extra hour spent with students discussing various other aspects of socio-economic and socio-cultural life around creates an invisible, affectionate bond between teacher and student. Most of the students benefited from his interaction, felt more confident, secure, optimistic, and cheerful. Thus, according to Sir's thinking, while maintaining the qualitative excellence in the subjects studied, the human touch is also very important rather than just a strict and academic approach all the time. Sir contributed significantly in various research papers, working jointly with his senior colleagues in the department in the form of papers read at conference, papers published in books, journals, and project reports. Besides Before the advent of the computer assisted cartography, all the black and white as well as colored maps were prepared elaborately with manual techniques. As a cartographer, Sir had prepared all the illustration maps and diagrams for the NBT book Geography of Gujarat, black and white as well as colored maps for the first volume of Vishwakosh in Marathi, all maps and diagrams in the book Cities, the multicolored cover page, and some of the inside maps were partly prepared by him for the Guide to Field Studies in Bombay City. The cover page of the Souvenir volume of the 10th Inca Conference held in Mumbai was prepared by him. Later, he had designed and cartographed the digital color overlays in three colors for the eight maps of college locations of the University of Mumbai Annual Report volume. Sir's research guidance during his tenure of teaching the optional special paper in thematic cartography, Sir has guided 14 dissertations for postgraduate students, and they are listed as follows. Mauritius, a study in cartographic representation and evaluation of slope analysis, evaluation of shading patterns for the portrayal of quantitative data on maps, evaluation of shading methods, determination of class intervals in quantitative mapping, a spatial temporal analysis of cultivable land, wasteland of Maharashtra, cartographic consideration and design and layout for dissertation maps, maps and mines, and exploratory analysis of private daring units in the suburbs of Greater Mumbai, Bombay, exploration and thematic mapping for effective communication and exercise in cartographic drafting, characteristics and distribution of cinema houses in Bombay City by Sri Shetkar, recreational mapping for tourism, cartographic considerations in the structure of school atlases for primary level children, integration of cartographic data, web cartography. Sir, under his guidance, also directed and supervised more than 100 large format thematic maps which were prepared by the PG students. Thematic cartography as a special paper on various themes using difficult cartographic techniques with local, regional, and world coverage on A2, A3 size papers. After examination, these maps were displayed as exhibits at seminars and conferences held in the department, which were highly appreciated by the visitors from various academic institutes. Sir's cartographic expertise and assistance. Most of the maps required for analysis and illustration in the research papers, books, journals for the teacher, colleagues, research students, and PG students were prepared in the department manually in the beginning and later with computer assistance using a GIS software. In this direction, Sir assisted, designed, and cartographed the required special products. Sir retired on 1st February 2005. In the post-retirement period, along with Professor B.S. Patke, Sir continued his teaching for the PG students of geography for 2 years at the NKT College, Malad, Mumbai, under direction of Dr. Maushmi Datta, coordinator of PG students for PG studies in geography. Sir learned from his father the art of science and technology of preparing 3D scale models of regions based on contour maps and very long lasting fiberglass material that was innovative and unique in the country. He assisted his father in preparing a 6 by 6 size hexagonal shaped relief model of Indian subcontinent for the Archaeology Department of Pune University, housed in the Deccan College, Pune. This model, prepared more than 60 years ago, appears fresh and intact till today. A 6 by 4 size 3D scale model of Maharashtra state was constructed for Geography Department of Pune University. This is regularly used by PG students and for the teaching of different papers. A 3D scale model of Bombay metropolitan region, now referred to as Mumbai metropolitan region, has been prepared for the Department of Geography, University of Mumbai. While serving as a cartographer, he prepared a relief model of Bombay city for the Geography Department of Kirti College, Mumbai. A 3D scale model of Chandrapur district of Maharashtra was prepared by him for MIDC unveiling Mumbai. These models have proved to be good educational aids for training and planning purposes. A few glimpses of cartographic work manually executed by Sir, as well as few thematic special maps prepared by students under his guidance are being shown right now. So
तो
these are
साला
two maps, geology
जब
of
मौसम खराब होता
Bihar,
है ना तो आप अगले दिन पेपर में
occupations of
10-15 को
the world,
मरने का आ जाता है
when you have immigrants in
बिहार में तो
Maharashtra
हर
from
चीज
other
जो ये
states,
पेटल हो जाता है
1981. Then you have main workers, 1981 in Maharashtra. Structure of Satara city, published for the book Sahare in Marathi by C.D. Deshpande.
क्या नहीं ना
So, in conclusion, during his childhood, Sir had never imagined to be a teacher. He wanted to be an architect. However, by virtue of parents' encouragement and backing, as well as the direction, guidance, and help from very able, renowned personalities like Professor V.S. Gananathan, Professor
क्या मौसम
K.R.
बारिश हो रहा है
Dixit,
क्या
Professor C.D. Deshpande, Professor B. Arunachalam, Professor K. Sita, and Professor V.S. Patke, who were friend, philosopher,
गई थी क्या
and
साथ
guide
में
to him. He was molded and enabled to enter the field of teaching in the subjects of geography and cartography. Thus, along with a lifetime
कुछ
experience and knowledge, he enjoyed teaching and
हेमन लागे
research in these interesting subjects. The various academic events and field excursions organized by the department were equally pleasurable. He also had the loving, affectionate accompaniment of many senior gurus, colleagues, students, and friends for many years. What else one needs to make his post-retirement life happy,
पहले
rewarding,
नहीं
and
जानकारी था कि
memorable?
बंद रहता
He
है
is
कुछ
grateful from the bottom of his heart to all of them who made his life worth living. By nature, Rao Sir is cool, cooperative, a patient listener, and receptive to ideas. He likes to participate in social work for
है
all citizens. He believes in self-help,
अब
but
रो रहा था
also
ये
likes
करके
to help others in the time of need. Rao Sir has
बहुत
immensely enjoyed his
आंटी डांटी
career
क्या
as a teacher.
आंटी
Many of the
डांट
students who enter the
और ऐसे
educational
करके
field
तुम
later
रोता है मुंह
recollect
बना के
how Rao Sir was very
कि
particular
कितना सीखा है
on
लड़का
perfection in all the theoretical and practical work taught by him.
सब
It
समझता
really
है कि
helped
इसका
them to
मतलब क्या है
understand the topics well, and the benefits of work culture were realized by them later during their careers in different fields. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charlotte, madam.
हाँ?
Very, very effective presentation and elaborate. Thanks, sir.
Nicely presented.
अरे
Nice,
ये
very nice.
फिल्टर तो
Thank you, sir.
जरूरी था
Very summarized manner, and
A pleasure.
it's very difficult to summarize all the three or four decades contribution in very small
क्या नहीं
12 or 13 slides. But you talked about so many things. So nice of you, madam.
Thank
So
you.
next, please
My
continue.
pleasure. Thanks to madam.
No, actually,
क्या होगा
great
रेफरेंस बढ़िया
thanks
थी
to Vyas sir and Singh
बाकी
sir
जगह घेरा है और पैसा लगा
for
है
having this
दोनों तो
platform
जाएगा तो उसी बहाने
and
कुछ
making every one of us
या
know
कोई
the
यूज कर लेगा
contributions
उसको
of great geographers.
We also welcome
डाल
Professor Gill
दीजिए
Saab. He just, I think, after
Yes.
starting, he was not there, but he is now linked with us. Sir, welcome,
Namaste,
sir.
Professor Gibson.
Sir, sir.
Heartiest welcome to you, and we seek your blessings on this platform
Yeah.
by your auspicious presence. Thank you.
And she just read out all your contribution and she highlighted everything.
बहुत प्यारा प्रेसिडेंट
It was a very
We
nice
will
thing.
send him the recorded one.
Yeah, yeah, that is recorded one.
Sir, with your permission, yes, sir,
Yeah,
before
please.
we go to the comments by the distinguished guest,
Yeah, yeah, please.
since we
One
are
by
very
one. Yeah,
much, we are really very much blessed
yeah.
to have the presence of,
You have the list there. Just you invite one
no,
by one.
no, but the thing is,
Let's start from sir.
I would like to have Vijay Rao sir first because on whom the episode is there, he is very much there with us on this platform,
Yeah.
and we would like to hear something from him.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vijay
That's
Rao sir, please.
yeah, yeah. Really, we are eagerly waiting for our words. Please,
Thank you,
please.
madam. My salutations to all the distinguished personalities from the field of geography and cartography here.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude towards Professor Devendra Prasad Singh sir for initiating this meet and platform to recognize and appreciate the contributions of Indian geographers. I
Yeah.
also thank the
खा लो
President
थोड़ा
Professor
सा पराठा खा लेगा
Prahlad
बेटी
Vyas
बच्चा
sir,
खा लेगा बाबू सब
the
खा लेता है
convener
बेटी तो सब
Professor
बाबू
Suasmita Ji Chavan madam, the chief guest Professor M.S. Gill sir, and distinguished guests Professor Venkateshan Suresh sir, Professor Madhushri Das madam, Professor Y.V. Krishnaiya sir, and today's guests of honor Professor Prakash Shinde sir and Professor B.D. Patil sir for their acceptance to grace this episode. I am grateful to the speaker, Dr. Charlotte Breganza madam,
अंकल के
Dr.
अंदर
Parekar
रहिए
sir, and Dr. Gowde sir,
और ये
and I also
पानी
see
वाला बंद
Professor
कर
V.
दीजिएगा
Kulkarni sir here,
फ्रिज
and all
हाँ
the distinguished
खुला
dignitaries
है
for the kind
विंडो
words
से
of
चल गया तो पानी वाला
appreciations
पानी भर रहा है ना
about me
पीने
and
वाला
my work.
आप
I
उसी
am
से
really
साफ कर दीजिए
overwhelmed and I am deeply indebted for this esteemed honor and very kind
यार
gesture.
बहुत
I also thank all the office bearers and participants of this function for their presence and blessings for this rare honor bestowed on me. Primarily, the credit of my successful career goes to my parents first and to all my revered gurus who painstakingly molded and shaped me by giving opportunities and support to my colleagues and faculty friends who cooperated, encouraged, and immensely helped me in discharging my duties, and also to all my dear students and young friends, without whose lively and active participation and hard work, as well as love and affection, the long teaching learning process would not have been so fruitful, successful, and joyful. I think the Almighty Lord provides us all with a certain blueprint of our role in this life, and those who execute it sincerely and with devotion, without any complaints, become successful and happy at the end. Such is my case. I wish in my next birth also the Almighty would shower upon me the blessings for entering this noble profession of a teacher, especially as a geographer and cartographer again, and enjoy the pleasant, enriching company of all the fellow geographers world over. Thank you very much. Vande Mataram.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I was also blessed to be your student that brought
Really,
perfection in cartography.
we feel pleasure that
Yes.
he is here at the age of I think about 80 years, and
Yes.
he retired in 2005. Really, it's a wonderful and uh,
Thank you, sir.
God is great, and we are getting guidance, still guidance through his
Thank you, sir.
experiences.
Thank you.
Yes, that is a
Thank you so much, Ram sir.
very great moment where we have
Thank you. Yes, sir.
today evenings. So, madam, carry on, please.
Yes. I would like request Professor M.S. Gill sir to please share a few words on this platform.
Yes, please. He is connected. Just madam confirm
His,
whether he is connected.
his mic is muted.
Hello.
Namaskar,
Hello.
Pankaj sir.
Can you can I be heard? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry. I call this delay. Uh, when Dr. Professor Devendra Prasad ji contacted me, I simply was happy. You are such a group, devoted group, and doing what from the founders. You started from the real. And today's lecture. Uh, Before that, uh, Madam Dr. Smita Vilasraji, the emotions with which you speak, this is teachers really very good for students. And then the speaker, it was a excellent lecture. Uh, though not he hasn't given lecture, Prahlad Rao, his contribution when he
Popularly
comments
known as
is
a PR
itself
Vyas only.
interesting.
Not, not big name. Yes,
So
sir.
no, no, but I think it's dedication of you people. It's dedication of you people learning
Yes.
how to join such a group, how to speak in such a group. It's a learning you are doing with the founders also, but you are teaching others whosoever get the opportunity to listen to you. Then Professor Dvitin Prasad ji and his team deserve the real appreciation. Uh, First, when he told me about a year ago, then I thought, what we get out of it? Now I say, these are the roots. What are the good points? What are the weak points? How we overcome those. So you all deserve congratulations, whosoever associated with this, and younger generation might be listening many here. It's a good education for them also. And please continue this. It's a learning at my age also. Your dedication, your interest in this. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir,
No,
for your kind words and blessings.
no, it's coming from here.
Yes, very, very
Coming
good,
from
very
here
good.
because mm, I was very negative person. After a age, one start thinking, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? But this dedication, you people are doing great service to geography, to the country, to how we interact with each other. Thank you so much. God
Sir,
bless.
your presence give us strength and motivation
Your
to
presence is
give
very
our.
valuable for us, sir. You have been
Thank you, sir.
with us.
Please give us this.
It's a
Yes,
learning. Thank you. Thank you.
great.
Now I would like to invite Professor Suresh sir to please give his comments.
At the outset, I thank Professor Devendra Prasad Singh, sir. I first I met him in Delhi and subsequently met other conference also. Yes,
Professor Suresh, your face is not showing. Just you show. Always you just see. We want to see your face, yeah? Yes.
yes,
Why you
yes,
are?
yes. But you applied a lot of makeup and other things, sir. I just
Again, we will be meeting after a week, you know.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes,
Yeah,
sir,
I know.
yes, sir.
Okay, let's please start.
Yes, I am also underlining Professor M.S. Gill words, sentence. Like Professor Devendra Singh is a very dedicated person, sir. Despite his health problem, it's not exactly health problem. I seen on many occasions there is so much of dedication. He used to approach me. He sought a certain support to write some biography of some other senior professor in South India. So I am also trying to help him in many ways. And recently I asked some other professors biodata. I given him and he asked me to rewrite it. I am also doing that part of work. So as Professor Gill sir stated, it is a novel idea, sir. No one has thought about this one, as Professor Gill started again. So this kind of what is a narration of senior professors may give what is called yeah what is called way for the young generation to come up because of various issues. So now that the direction, that focus is diversified, sir. So they are leaving all our basic discipline and they're going for some other areas, but which is not, but due to uh, what is called changes in various technology, we have to admit somewhat, but basically, most of the young researchers they're not focusing on core our subject. So simply they're taking remote sensing or GS. They think that that is the application side, but whereas Madam said, Professor Arnachalam sir and the senior professors, they have very strong in a body, and the technology is just like our dress material. Just for application, we are using technology. But nowadays, they think technology itself, as they say, is a discipline. So, so this kind of what is called program might be useful for our young generation. So they will see that how they contributed without technology in those days. Madam just now is shown me the thematic maps for Gujarat. I think to create such a thematic map, it took 2 months, 3 months. So that the dedicated work our seniors made. So certainly our youngster will follow it up, and I wish you all the senior professors to continue to take up this kind of program for our future generation. And thanks once again for Professor D.P. Singh sir and other senior professors. And I could not remember Madam Savita Madam doing a NAC visit. I was there. I went to geography department purposefully just to want to see because there are giant people. They were there. So I'm when compared to those people, I am just like a small dust particle. But I have hesitation being our mother subject. I wanted to step in. I went there inside. I had some kind of feeling. Subsequently, second time also I went there. While going for whatever I gone into department. So I was so proud of being in Mumbai University, particularly geography department in lifetime. So that will be there forever. So and today, MS Gill sir, we are seeing such a great personalities is not an easy thing, ma'am. But luckily, sir was here to see his face and I listened. This is the first time I'm listening to sir. I am a life member of his journal. Punjab geographers. For about more than 2 decades, I used to just dedicated editors. We have to learn many things from Professor Gill sir. And thanks so once again, all the senior professors for giving me an opportunity to see your face and your contribution. And I wish this kind of program should continue for a long time, madam. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Suresh sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your presence really keeps us blessed and motivated. And I'm happy to say that your visit during NAC has given A grade to Mumbai University.
Yeah.
Thank
A
you.
plus plus, ma'am. Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. Three. I still remember 3.65. What is called, many people, they called me also, even our former vice chancellor called me. So we are not deserving for A plus plus, how you are given. I said, sir, we came for only for perception studies, 30%. Already 70% is done based on SSR report. So I first one is heritage. You cannot find such a gigantic, what is called structure anywhere in the world. Such a huge building, and it covers some 11 districts, coastal districts, and more than 10,000 students and 4 campuses. Then I should not mention his name. And another faculty also called me, sir, you're not deserved even for A, but you're given A plus. But I'm very proud of you, ma'am. You can ask your vice chancellor also. I was instrumental to give such a what is a merit grade. But day and night I was working. Somewhat I want to give because I told him second thing. So we should not see in a negative way. Wherever you go, we have to give the positive things. As Professor Gills has said, he said he is a pessimist in the beginning itself. So we have to be always in the positive thinking. That's what I'm very proud of myself that I was in the part of a NAC visit during that time. Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you so much. I now invite and request Dr. Krishna sir to please give his speech.
कहाँ भाग रहे हो वैसे हिंदुस्तान में
आप फोटो दिखती है, फोटो जा रही है।
I think sir is not same probably. May I now invite Dr. Madhushri Dasmatu to please give her comments.
Thank you, madam. A very good evening, namaskar. Very good evening to everyone present. Respected President, Professor Prahlad R. Vyas sir, Convener Savasmita V. Chauhan madam, whom I always see her to be very dedicated, although I have seen her in other occasions also. Thank you, madam. Chief guest, M.S. Gill sir. Namaskar sir. Sir, you have said one thing that you are a very negative person, but I think you are very positive and you are critical. That critical appreciation is missing nowadays, sir. You are not a negative person, but you are a critical person who critically appreciate things. Distinguished speaker, Chaloti Bragenza, sir. Distinguished guest, Venkatesh Suresh, Y.K. Krishnayan. Guest of honor, Shri Prakash G. Sinde, Shri B.B. Patil. The intercessor and who is the motivator, who is the prime person behind this, Devendra P. Singh sir, whose dedication and whose is because of whom these episodes are being held. He is the sole person, I think, one of the key person behind the entire program. So I'm truly honored to be present amongst the galaxy of renowned geographers from across the country, and I seek blessings from, I can see all many senior members, I seek blessings from all the senior geographers from across the globe. Thank you for having me here. And this 44th episode of online lecture series on founders and makers of modern geography in India, which honors and recognizes the contribution towards the subject and towards the society of SHREE VIJAY Shankar Rao sir's contribution, who was a true academician and a dedicated teacher. It is my honor to know about him and his work that he has done, his cartographic representation, the maps that he has drawn during those days, and those maps and diagrams are like source of inspiration for the young geographers. And I'm fortunate to be present here. And I have also been present in the 40th episode where Professor T. Pandey of Ranchi University was his contribution was presented. And the Silver Jubilee episode, the 25th episode of this founders and makers of modern geography was held in my university, in Guwahati University, where Professor Hori Krishna Das, Professor Minadhar Bhattakur, and Professor Muhammad Tahir's contribution towards making geography education in Northeast India was showcased. And this type of programs, this series, lecture series, are extremely helpful to understand the geographical fabric of the region by knowing the founders who are the makers of geography education in our country. And by knowing the roots of those contributors, those our doyens of Indian geographers, our youngsters can follow the path and move ahead to understand the impact that they have made towards the subject. So such lectures are very helpful, not only to know the individual contributors, but also to know the region, to know the department also of different universities of the country. Just now I got to know that Mumbai University has got A plus plus grade, and I did not know about that. So this type of episode not only helps to know about the individual contributors, the doyens, but also
हाँ
makes
मिस्टर
us
महाराज
connected
आपके
to
लिए
each
तैयार
other. Because we geographers, we live in northeast. I live in northeastern region, so I do not have much connection. Like we do not know each other. So this platform gives us a chance to get to know each other. So this is a very wonderful contribution that Devendra Prasad Singh sir has made. Beside letting us know about the contribution of the doyens, about the founders of modern geography in India. In this direction, I am truly thankful to Singh sir, Devendra Prasad Singh sir, and Savasmita madam, and also the organizing secretaries for integrating us in this academic journey. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Madhushri Madam. You have very rightly pointed out all the facts of this platform. It is really helping all geographers of the country to know each other in detail. Thank you so much for your words. I would like to request now Professor Prakash Shinde sir to please give his brief comments. Professor Prakash Shinde sir. Probably sir is having some technical difficulty. If he joins later, we can have it. Professor Vyas sir,
Yes, please.
can we have the presidential remark, please? Or your
I think Professor DP Singh, he will talk about all these things about this series or other things.
okay.
सिंह
So
साहब कुछ बोलिए फिर हम बात करते हैं.
Good evening to all of you.
भारत बेटा
We
हम
are
सबका नाम
committed to continue the series for long in future. And our research institute is also committed for its long continuation. And I am thankful and obliged to all senior professors, young geographers all over the country who have supported and cooperated our mission. We have started 1.5 year before this series, and now we are going to publish 6 volumes of this series, the founders and makers of modern geography in India. We plan to release all these six volumes perhaps in the month of November or December this year. Uh, Senior professors like B.K. Srivastava of Gorakhpur, Professor M.S. Gill of Punjab University, Professor R.N. Mishra of Jaipur, and Jitendra Shukla of Ranchi, all have supported and cooperated us in a very nice manner. And on the basis of your support, your blessings, cooperations, Phadke Sahab is also there, Rana Pratap Sahab is also there, Madam Sadhna Deshpande, and on the suggestion of Professor P.R. Vyas Sahab, today's president, we have launched South Asia Geographer Association. It was his advice, and the platform of Saga is also doing well, and we are going to organize its first conference in the last week of February next year in the Department of Geography of Mangalore City, Bodh Gaya.
Hmm. Yes,
And
please.
we are also our institute is also preparing an atlas on Gandhi. We have prepared almost 300 maps regarding the life and birth of Gandhi. Gandhi, when, where, and what. And this atlas is also going to be published and released very soon. So, once again, I request senior professors, young geographers, and students of geography who have supported us, and we have great honor for all of them. Thank you, sir, very much.
Ji.
I now request Professor Vyasur to please give his presidential remarks.
Really, it's a very difficult task to summarize all these views in very short period because we have the presence of galaxy of geographers today, and right from Professor M.S. Gill and Professor Venkatesh Suresh and Professor Madhu Das, V.K. Krishnan, B.D. Patil, Professor Sindhe, Professor Kulkarni, Professor Anand Mishra, Professor R.P. Mishra, Professor Sonule, and Professor Srivastav and Professor Vijay Rao, that we are talking about the contribution of great Professor Vijay Rao. And I am very much, really very much thankful to Professor D.P.C. And today he is organizing, I think, 44th of this lecture series. And I have been associated with since initial stage. And we talked about so many things, how we can organize this program in very better way, in very in particular direction of the future generation. So we can organize some more things in this series. And we proposed that we should have a Saga, South Asian Geographers Association, and we started framing of all these things. And Professor Chauhan, S.V. Chauhan, she is also associated with all the senior geographers are associated with. So, and if we see the profile and the contribution of Professor Vijay Rao, really it's a wonderful and grateful, great contribution. He had been associated, I think, with the Professor C.D. Deshpande. That time, Professor N. Bhattacharya, he was the he was working here in this Udaipur University that time. And all the great geographers, Professor Chatterjee, Professor Safi, Professor Monish Raja, he had been my teacher in Jawaharlal Nehru University when I joined JNU during 82-84. I worked there. So, although it's very difficult to summarize, but you can see the contribution in particular field of cartography. At that time, that the Professor Bharadwaj, D.C. Bharadwaj, very well-known geographer in Rajasthan, he started cartography in this department of Udaipur also, three-dimensional cartography, and he worked so many things in model making. Model making introduced first time in the Udaipur University. Model making. And still, the terrain in three-dimensional terrain can be seen like these lakes and the hills of the South Rajasthan. And he also contributed. So simultaneously, Professor Vijay Rao, he contributed so many things, and that work was recognized, as we heard like today, and we talked about his contribution in this particular field of cartography. And he supplied some maps and provided some maps and help to the various departments. That was the recognition as a geographer in that time. And really, that was a very difficult time. That time we didn't have all this, technology like remote sensing, geographical information system, GIS. Now today we have, but that time it was very difficult. Professor Anil Gupta, he worked here in the department of Udaipur, and he contributed in the field of air photo interpretation. I think that that was a contemporary period of Professor Vijay Rao, because he worked in this cartography. So uh, we are marching towards a better future. I think the generation to come, uh, and really, it's a wonderful contribution to all these things in our geography, and very significant contribution we can say, because nothing to say, because there is a lot of work, and we are very much thankful and grateful to him. He worked a lot in our field, and we hope that we will be getting guidance and
Okay, okay,
direction
okay.
time to
Thank you.
time in our fields. And we hope that he will be associated with this particular series, and the geographers, those who are working there in the field of geography in different aspects, and he will guide sometime. And so I wish, and we, on behalf of this whole, today we are having the galaxy of geographers, we wish that please, best of your health, and please provide time to us for guidance time to time, sir. And I am very much thankful to Samita Vilas Rao Chauhan. She worked very hard, and I think she has been doing this, all this collection of this, all this information from different sites. And today the presentation that madam presented very nicely, very summarizedly, and I think that the series will contribute lot of things to the geographers of India. And I hope all the best, and I hope we will have so many things in this series in the future also, I think. So nice of you. Thank you very much. I am really very much grateful to providing this opportunity to interact all these geographers today, and we will be continuing in future also. Thank you. So nice of you, madam. So nice of DP Saab. So nice of you, Gil Saab, and especially Vijay Rao Saab. Really wonderful. Today is a great moment, and we are interacting, and hope we will be meeting somewhere in Mumbai and other way. Thank you. So nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Vyas, sir. You have really, what to say, whatever we are today, we have been seeking continuous guidance from you too.
Because in this such a moment we can't say some not much about this thing, because it's a emotional things. We have the great geographer with a senior geographer like Professor Rao, so really it is a very emotional thing, and we will
Thank
have
you, sir, for appreciating each and every one.
yeah.
So can I say
Your
something?
presence will go a long way to keep this platform more vibrant and more dynamic, with
Can I
great achievements to give to the coming generations. Thank you so much, sir, for chairing the session as
Thank
president.
you. Wish you all the
कहाँ है
best.
ये?
Please
कहाँ
sir.
रूम पर.
So I think we should meet not
रूम पर.
virtually but physically also in the
है
future
कहाँ?
also.
जरा
Yeah.
आ गए हैं का?
Yes.
हाँ मोटरसाइकिल लेके आइए
Maybe in
कहाँ जाना
birthdays
है?
or something we can have.
पकड़
Very
जाओ
memorable moment, madam. You organized
तो
very nicely.
10 मिनट
Really,
15
we
मिनट
are
इंतजार
very
करना
much
पड़ेगा आपको.
so grateful
क्या
to
है
you.
वो लेक्चर चल रहा है ना,
DP Singh sir, please
तो
declare
खत्म होने
something
वाला
new.
होगा.
We are holding a
ठीक
conference
है,
in
फोन
month
करते
of
हैं 10 मिनट
February.
में.
We will be meeting. All these
ठीक.
things will be there. Yes, sir. Please mute. Your mic is mute. Yes, sir.
So you're muted.
Not audible. Not audible. Yes.
in Asia, South
Yeah.
Asia. And we hope that it will be released in the
Yeah.
Saga conference in the month of February 2024.
Yeah. Your volume will also be ready. I think that time you will distribute that one. That
Yes,
will be
yes,
in circulation. Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
It will also distributed.
Recently I visited his office also in Patna.
Okay.
Recently. And he is doing very hard and a lot of things on his table. That series will be published very shortly. Yeah, I
Your cooperation and
congratulate you.
support will be of very much importance.
Yeah, sir, you are really doing wonderful job. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, we have very senior geographers here. One or two of them would be requested just to speak for a minute because we are falling short of time.
Yeah.
So may I invite some few comments?
Professor V.K. Srivastava of Gorakhpur should be invited. Professor V.K.
Yes.
Srivastava.
Srivastav sir, please.
Thank you very much. I'm really very delighted to listen to the statements made by Professor Prahlad Rai here, and very good appraisal by Madhusri ji about the happenings that have taken place in this. I am very sorry I joined a bit late. To all of you, I apologize, but I have enjoyed whatever I have joined, and I think we have got a very good future, and we must keep on doing what we are under the leadership of Professor Devendra Singh. Thank you very much.
You are always in heart of us, sir. You are not late. When your name is there, it means you are here. So that's why we are getting blessing from you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Srivastav sir. We can have brief comment from Professor Vinayak Venkateswar, Mumbai University former leader. Fadke sir,
Hello, you want me to speak? Thank you very much, Savit Madam. I have a long association with Professor Rao. I know him since early 70s when he was in the Department of Geography, newly founded Department of Geography, University of Mumbai.
Oh, coffee, okay.
At that time, it was located in Parle College, now Sathe College. When I met him as a young man who was in full shirt and tie, working as a cartographer in the Department of Geography. At that time, I did not know that I had to work with him later because I was working in a college, Kirti College, which is located at Dadar. Subsequently, I tried to utilize his services as a cartographer and model maker, the art which he had learned from his father, Shankar Rao Raghunath Rao. So he has prepared a model for Kirti College, inclusive of Bombay and New Bombay. Today it is known as Mumbai and New Mumbai because I was teaching in Kirti College, which was the second center teaching geography up to graduation level. Subsequently, I decided to change my institution because after teaching for 6 7 years in one institute, you always find saturation, particularly at the undergraduate level. And I was looking for an opportunity to take up some job in the university department. And fortunately for
Hello?
me,
Hello?
the post of lecturers
नमस्कार.
were advertised in the year
रूम
1977.
पे हैं?
And I opted for
कौन छोटू जी बोल रहे
lecturer
हैं?
in quantitative
ये नया
geography
नंबर?
because I like to have
ये
some
तो सेव
work
नहीं था हमारे
which
पास.
is related to my topic.
हाँ.
Geography
अकेले
was
हैं कि
my
कोई और
principal
कोई है?
subject and mathematics was
ठीक है,
my
आइए.
subsidiary subject at
ना ना
BSc
दिक्कत
level.
कुछ नहीं है, आइए.
And I was versatile in quantification, which was a new subject at that time. So I decided to apply for that post, which I did, and I was selected in November 1978 for the post. Since I was working in a college, I had to give the notice for 3 months. and I joined the Department of Geography, University of Mumbai on 16th March 1979. Then onwards, our friendship, myself and Professor Rao, got much closer because he was preparing our maps for various papers which were presented. In 1980, there was a conference at Chandigarh, first Nagi conference, which I attended with Dr. K. Sita, my guide, and for that he has prepared all the maps. Subsequently, in March also, I had to attend one conference, one seminar at Osmania University in Hyderabad, for which also he has prepared maps. And subsequently, he was preparing maps on and off whenever there was a need. Now, he was very helpful in my doctoral thesis also because he has given the base map for the purpose. My work is on Bombay metropolitan region, particularly with respect to rural rimland of Mumbai. Now, I submitted my thesis under the guidance of Dr. K. Sita in the year 1982, which was well received, and my viva took place in March 1983, and I became a reader in the year in November 1983. Now, meanwhile, there were some lecturers posts in the department, and Professor Rao applied for one, and he became a lecturer in thematic cartography in the year 1980. Now, he has struggled very hard after coming to Bombay, and one of the difficulties in Mumbai is getting a place. Getting a job is relatively simple, but getting a place to stay is very difficult. For some time, I remember he was staying in Andheri East.
आ रहा है
Later on, he shifted to Andheri West. Subsequently, he shifted to Tarkhad, a place near Vasai, and he was traveling all the way from Tarkhad to Kalina campus, which involved about 2.5 hours daily. Crowded trains in the morning, going back again in crowded trains in the evening. But he was a hard worker, and as soon as he got the post of a lecturer in the department, he also applied for the quarters. But it took some time to get the quarters. I think sometime in 1983-84, he was accommodated. And since he has come to the campus, it was a great help to us because the keys of the department were used to be with him, and he used to come to the department and continued in the department till about 9:30 or even beyond to help the students. Now that was a great help. Now I worked with him on a couple of projects. I think we were doing the work of translation and transliteration for the school atlas, which was printed by Tamil Nadu printers. And we worked together on that atlas. We faced several problems, but still we could complete the work. He was also associated with me in one of the projects which was jointly taken up by Madam Sita, myself, and he was also one of the persons co-investigators. We had been to the field on several occasions, and he was a great help during these field visits. Then we also had so many other jobs to do. One of the difficulties in those days, our department did not have a computer, and we had to do several workshops, seminars, and orientation courses. And I remember in 1994, we had one seminar, we had one workshop in
यही
Delhi,
मैसेज है ना,
which
नंबर
was
है ना,
organized particularly
व्हाट्सएप
for
वाला।
the teachers who were teaching in Marathi. That was the language of instructions in their colleges. And since there was no computer, he had written down all those notes which were necessary for the workshop because he had a good hand, and those notes were appreciated by the participants. He had good knowledge in cartography. Subsequently, when I became the head of the department, we
तो दिखा
decided to
रहा है।
have the computerization, and first computer lab has come into existence with one computer. But subsequently, the computers lab was
एक 85-82 है ना,
expanded, and
और
one lab
एक
has
94-31
become three
है।
labs by the
आई,
time we
ये
were
किसका है?
there.
620777,
Retired in 2005.
यानी किसी और का
He
नंबर था।
retired in February 2005. I retired in
62 करके नंबर नहीं ना आपका,
September
620।
2005. So both of us were contemporaries. He was very helpful. And even though he was staying on the campus, he was so dedicated to his work that in spite of his being on the campus, he would never go to the
अकेले
quarters for taking lunch. He used to take lunch in the canteen. I asked him one day, in fact, I was telling him that if I had to have a quarter, I would have gone even for a cup of tea at home. But you are not going even for lunch. When I asked him, he replied that if he goes to his home for taking lunch, his wife is so caring that she would prepare hot lunch for him. It will take some time. Then she would insist on taking more
Padke
chapati,
sir,
and
please,
therefore he
Vaishali
would be required to have a
sir.
nap, and that would take a lot of time, which he did not want to waste in taking a lunch. Because when he went to canteen, his lunch would be over in about 20 minutes. So such a dedicated person he was. And it was that which is a beauty in life, in sharing the friendship with a person like Professor Rao. I wish him a long, healthy life in future. Thank you very much for helping us all the way during our stay in the department and subsequently also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Padke sir. I know it's very difficult to summarize and share the memories, but due to paucity of time,
Madam, Professor R.N. Misra of Jaipur, Rajasthan, should also be requested for his remarks. Professor R.N. Misra, Jaipur.
okay, sir. So this one last comment we will have from Mishra sir. Mishra sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Devan Pratap Singh ji, and I am mainly grateful to Professor Deven Pratap Singh and his full team to make continuity to organize such type of online lecture series where we will interact to each other and found some new information about our senior professor. So I hope we must
गलते काम
deliver
किए।
few concrete results in future. Thank you, Professor Vyasa
कहाँ है
and
जी?
other senior geographers
बस खत्म होने
for
वाला है।
their such
हाँ,
type
5-10
of
मिनट अब लास्ट से
contribution
चल रहा है,
to
वो
our
लेक्चर में खत्म हो गया, बता मैंने जो
Thank
लाइन से
you so
बोलता
much,
है,
Mishra sir,
तो
for
वही चल रहा है।
your
अब
comments.
बस
I do understand
ठीक है।
many want to give their
अनाथ आइए चाय पी के
share
चलेंगे,
their
आइए चाय।
experiences, but kindly excuse us.
अच्छा
I
ठीक है,
request you all, please print
ठीक।
down all your
अच्छा, ठीक ठीक ठीक।
experiences that you want to share of Rao sir, and you can send it to me or to Devendra Singh sir. That will get incorporated into the publications. Thank you so much. I now invite Dr. Gaude sir to please propose vote of thanks.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good evening. I feel indeed happy to propose vote of thanks on this platform of 44th episode on founders and makers of modern geography in India. This is the online lecture series organized by Institute of Environmental Research and Rural Development, Patna, Bihar. And today's lecture was devoted to our sir, Professor Vijay Shankar Rao, retired faculty, Department of Geography, University of Mumbai. I was fortunate to have Professor Rao sir as one of my teachers during 1996 to 1998 when I was pursuing my master's in geography in the University of Mumbai. Among all other teaching staff those days, I remember him particularly for his hardworking nature and his dedication towards cartography. A village boy like me could survive then in the department and afterwards until today only because only because the basics of
हाँ
cartography that sir used to stuff
कब है
in our heads meticulously every day. He was never tired of explaining any imparting
तीस
and
नवंबर से
imparting
तीस
knowledge
दिसंबर
to all those who would approach him with any query. If Samarth Ramdas has said very aptly for a person like Professor Rao sir, जे जे आपणासी ठावे ते ते दुसऱ्यास सांगावे शहाणे करुणी सोडावे सकळ जन. Thank you very much, sir. Rao sir. I offer my sincere thanks to the president of the session, Professor Prahlad R. Vyas, Department of Geography, MLS University, Udaipur, Rajasthan, for sparing his valuable time and benefiting us presidential remarks on this platform. My heartfelt thanks to today's chief guest, Professor M.S. Gill, former professor and head, Department of Geography, Punjab University, Patiala. Sir, we are very much grateful for your encouraging words. I thank from my core of my heart our distinguished guest of session, Professor Venkatesan M. Suresh, former professor and head Department of Geography, University of Madras, for his auspicious presence and remarks. I genuinely thank our second distinguished guest of Professor Madhusri Das, professor and former head Department of Geography, University of Guwahati, for her propitious presence and for elucidating Professor Rao's contribution to the subject. I thank my teacher, Professor Padke, sir, former head Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, for sharing all those bright moments with Professor Rao. I extend my sincere thanks to our speaker, Charlotte Braganza Madam, Vice Principal, SK Somaya College, Vidyavihar, Mumbai, for revealing the life journey while explicitly emphasizing his accomplishment and accolades of Professor Rao. My sincere thanks to intercessor Professor Devendra Pratap Singh, Director Research at Patna and Organizing Secretaries Ambarshi Kumar Rai, Dr. Amit Kumar for their untiring efforts in making this episode a great success. I thank convener of this event, Professor Sabisita Vilasrao Sawan, Madam, Professor and Head, Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, Maharashtra, for introducing stalwarts of geography for today's session. I also thank my friend Dr. Uddhav Dharekar, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Environmental Studies, Jai Hind College, Mumbai, for his welcome address. At the end, I really feel blessed and happy to convey my heartfelt thanks to all the senior geographers and faculty members, research scholars, students, and everyone for joining this episode on our beloved teacher, Professor Vijay Shankar Rao, to mark its success. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank
madam.
you so much, Dr. Ravindra Gowdy, sir, for your so sweet words of thanksgiving. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. Uh, we are also pleased and happy to have with us Dr. Kaveri Dabarkar Madam, on whom we always rely because she has a very sweet voice. So I request her to please recite the Rashtriya and request all the members, dignitaries, to please stand for Rashtriya.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible now? जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की जय थैंक यू
Vande Mataram.
वंदे मातरम थैंक यू एवरीवन
Ma'am, thank you for your
Thank,
continuous
thank
support.
you, Pratap sir.